This is Outdated, and welcome back to Outdated Reviews. In this case, Outdated First Looks. It is episode 3, and today we are going to look at Monster of the Week, an RPG by Michael Sands, published by Evil Hat Productions. So we're going to take a look at the inside of this. We're going to pop this open, read the back, all that stuff. But we need to do it after a word from our sponsors. Sponsors. Okay, today's sponsor is trees, because we had to kill them to make the book. Done! Okay, so, Monster of the Week. Let's take a look at the back here. A monster lurks in the shadows. Most people don't believe in monsters, but you know the truth. They're real, and it's your task to bring them down. This hardcover edition of Monster of the Week brings this adventure to life. Monster of the Week is a standalone action horror RPG for 3 to 5 people. Hunt high school beasties a la Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There used to be a Buffy TTRPG, but that's property's kind of like gone right now. So I'm glad that we've got something we can recreate it with. Travel the country to bring down unnatural creatures like the supernatural Winchester brothers. They also had an RPG that is out of print. Or head up the government investigation like Mulder and Scully. I do not know if the X-Files ever had one. But you have Delta Green, which is probably better, honestly. This book contains everything you need to tackle Bigfoot, collar a chupacabra, and drive away demons. In this hardcover edition, you'll find character creation rules to bring your hunter to life and create a cohesive hunting team, including 14 ready-to-go hunter types. Is that like classes, I wonder? Ranging from the snoop to the spooktacular, the monstrous to the divine. A standalone system based on the easy-to-use, powered by the Apocalypse engine. 8 core moves to investigate and deal with monsters. That's how the Power of Apocalypse uses it. I find the concept of moves actually kind of makes it more complicated than it really is, but we'll cross that bridge. Thorough mystery creation tools and 2 ready-to-play mysteries. Nice. Example monsters like Balkan vampires, ghouls, and spore trolls. What in God's name is a spore troll? Rules options to expand the scope and change the flavor of your game to fit the weekly monster story you've always wanted to see, including phenomena-type mysteries and alternative weird abilities. Grab the fireplace poker and open your spell book. That monster's going down. Is it just me, or do I feel like I need to create a supplement for this for all the original Scooby-Doo cartoon episodes in adventure form? We'll just call it Jinkies or something like that. Zoinks. I don't know. I'm wanting to. I am. But let's go ahead and get a sense of the size of this thing. This is digest size. Here's Aegon, which I first looked last time. Same size. Rounded spine. I can already tell by looking at some stitch binding, but let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Okay. First thing I noticed as I move around, and I'm going to see if we can see there, high gloss on the character. On some parts of this monster and this character in the background. But the high gloss is used sparingly to highlight. That is really nice. Is there anything on the back like that? The Evil Hat thing. Generic games. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. This cover does... Oh, there's little white things right there. They're shiny too. This cover does feel like Aegon's did. It feels like Blades in the Dark does. We've got our round spine. We've got our... Let's just go ahead and do a quick check. First time I've ever opened it. Stitched binding. The eye is not very big. But you can see here where the stitching is. There's a lot of glue. Right there, that's a lot of glue. So this is going to have to be opened and cracked a little bit. So, Monster of the Week. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, that is an awesome image. It's literally the one from the cover, but expanded. But I like it. It didn't waste the space, even though it did just repeat it. Another image, I think that was from the 2nd edition. And now we get into the actual book. Strange how it's all of a sudden black and white. see, there are monsters out there. What you should read. Wait, is there a table of contents in here somewhere? All right, Michael Sands. Interior art by Daniel Gorange, Eric Quigley, Juan Ochoa, and Kurt Komoda. I hope I said those right. The cover art is by Juan Ochoa. It is a really good art piece, I'm just saying. Sean Nittner is the project manager. He's the guy that created, one of the guys that created Aegon, actually. Okay. There's our table of contents. Okay. So we do, oh, it's a long table of contents. Got our forward, what you signed up for, what you need. We're just going to do a quick look what the first session should look like. Team concepts, because your characters are on a team that investigate these things. So what examples of team concepts? There's a Slayer and Entourage, a la Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The Unexplained Cases team, so like X-Files, I guess. The Order, so like a secret organization. That has, so like, let's say the Men of Letters from Supernatural, but if, they were still around at the time. Road Tripping Hunter Family, that's Supernatural. Monster Revelations. Okay, that one's neat. That's like a reality TV, it's like a TV show that you go out and try to find and see if monsters exist. That's kind of like Ghost Hunters, but ghosts are real, and they're not faking it. That's cool. So before you get started, you gotta learn the moves. The playbooks. Playbooks are basically classes, for lack of a better term. So you got the Chosen, Buffy, I guess. The Crooked. Don't know what that's like, but we'll go from there. The Divine. The art's good. I don't like that it's all black and white when I have a color book here. The Expert. So Willow. The Flake. Is that like the stoner? Like in most horror movies. The Initiate. That probably makes sense. The Monstrous. So like you're a monster fighting other monsters. That's cool. The Mundane. You're just a dude. In this case, a balding dude. The Professional. It's like FBI, cop, whatever. The Snoop. Scooby Gang. As in from Scooby-Doo, not from Buffy. The Spell Slinger. That could be later Willow. The Spooktacular. A magician? Okay, whatever. It sounds fun. The Spooky. Kid with creepy powers. The Wronged. That feels like a Winchester's kind of thing. Like they're out for vengeance. Okay, then we get ready for action here. Ash, Buffy. Were they allowed to do this? I'm sorry, but I know right away that's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's Ash from The Evil Dead. And they're in a book that has nothing to do with either one of them. But I like that. That looks like the hidden final boss in Bloodborne. I'm glad he showed up somewhere. Still having a bad hair day, though. Okay, this image I really like. I'm not a big fan of it all being black and white in this really nice book. This book's glossy paper. It's a thick cardstock. Color art would have looked really nice. Oh, God. That is one of the creepiest things I have ever seen in my life. And thank you for the loincloth. That's all I'm saying. And that does really well in black and white, honestly. Some of this imagery really does look better in black and white than it would in color, probably. But, and I know doing it in black and white on the interior does keep the cost down. So I do understand that. I get it. God, what is this? Are we in an adventure now? Let's see. Introductory mystery. Dream away the time. Okay, so we've got a introductory adventure here. Let me make sure that we didn't pass another one. The Keeper is what your DM is called, it looks like. So, like Call of Cthulhu. So I'm going to skip the adventure stuff as much as I can. The first session. Okay, this is actually showing you an adventure and that first mystery and what to do in session 0 before you play that adventure. That's interesting. Now we get into the basic hunter moves. So we don't even use those initially. On with the mystery. So now we're back into the story. So it literally stops that mystery so we can learn more inside the story and then get back into it. Looks like that happens more than once. End of the first session. Between game sessions, you have arcs. Between game sessions, just subsequent mysteries. So creating mysteries, the hook, the threat. The countdown. Running subsequent mysteries. Here's a new one. Damn Dirty Apes. I think we know what that's based on. As the game goes on. Player numbers, customizing your game. There's a lot of stuff here. This production value is pretty good. I mean, I'm not a fan of the black and white art, although in some cases, the art pieces are better. I think they'd be better black and white. But it's a pretty, I mean, like, it's not a massive complaint, honestly. And this isn't a review, so I'm not going to get into that. Places to get inspired. Let's look at television shows. So I know this one. The primary sources are Supernatural and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You think? Also relevant are Fringe, yeah. The X-Files, yeah, you mentioned that one. True Blood, Being Human, Doctor Who, Grimm, The Fades, Werewolf, Brimstone, Reaper, Sanctuary, I remember that show, Sleepy Hollow, Penny Dreadful, The Vampire Diaries, and The Originals. And then there's some film inspirations too. Big Trouble in Little China, Near Dark, Dracula, any version, but Nosferatu is probably the best. The Hunger, Bubba Hotep, An American Werewolf in London, I remember that movie. Dog Soldiers, The Lost Boys, watched that in the 80s. Fright Night, old and new. The first two Hellboy movies, in other words, the good ones. My Name is Bruce, Troll Hunter, Attack the Block, Alien, Aliens, Carpenter's The Thing, Night Watch, and Day Watch. Then it has novels, comics, Hellboy BBRD, not exactly a shock, Hellblazer, Atomic Robo, Agents of Hate, Shoot. And then you have games that were inspirations. This is a hack of Vincent Baker's Apocalypse World. Yep, it sure is. Here's your index. 344 pages. But hey, we got color ads, don't we? Get a free PDF of Monster of the Week and any Evil Hat's other books that you own. Not sure how to do that. I'll check into that later. Okay. So we've gotten here's the side. You can see the foilish engraving, whatever it is there, the high gloss there. This looks really interesting. I'm looking forward to reading it and giving it a review. And my wife and I are both fans of Supernatural, and my family loves Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that sort of thing. This might be something we end up playing. This could be fun. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Any of that stuff. Maybe refer the video to a friend, whatever. This was my third ever first look video. I'm going to continue to do the reviews and these and the unboxings kind of thing. And I hope to do some live play of solo stuff soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace out.